Max has been with Voxme for I don't know how long, but has been a great supporter of the industry. And he's been helping us lead this conversation on digital inventories for a number of years. So Max, please, I turn it over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, IM, and welcome everybody. We are honored to see so many people interested in our digital inventory solutions. And today is very special to me because I'm joined in person by two people who make Voxme go. That's Polina, our Chief Operating Officer. She is there, and Roman, who's created the whole thing, right? And I'm Max, I'm the managing partner. I will take you through our solutions and of course prices, and then field your questions. So please make sure to write them. We will try to get to them after the presentation. All right, I hope everybody can see the screen. Our story is simple. We put our own chips down back in 2002, thinking that mobile technology will be good for the moving industry. At present, we have offices in Toronto, Canada, and Netanya, Israel, where we are today, and staff all over the world who look after our clients 24 hours a day. I guess we figured out the whole remote from work long time ago. We develop, implement, and support all our systems with our own in-house staff. Voxme Inventory as an app was first implemented on Palm Pilot in 2002, for those of you who are old enough to remember that, and presented at IAM in San Diego in 2004. Back then, we already had the app on Windows Mobile, in addition to the heartwarming Palm Pilot, and we even offered cute label printer. You see it there on the table, and the inventory printing, and it was done by infrared. So for the last 20 years, we've been putting the newest computer and mobile technology in the hands of real, down-to-earth users. Over this period, the inventory app was implemented on Palm OS, Windows Mobile, Android, and iOS, which allowed our clients to use cruise smartphones and avoid any additional costs of extra hardware. So the app was getting polished by daily use and experience of different types of clients, which turned it into a cornerstone of a business process for groupage and fine art movers. And by the way, we came to appreciate IAM's approach to have the first digital inventory webinar as a forum for the managers who manage the entire digital inventory transformation in their companies. So during the first digital inventory webinar hosted by IAM, the patient group has announced a successful completion of nearly 27,000 electronic packing lists for DoD using Voxme. The second IAM webinar on the topic was dedicated to the real digital inventory user's perspective. And I'll be honest, we were properly scared when we heard the idea. But then we came to appreciate Brian's and Chuck's insisting on letting the real drivers speak. Because at the end of the day, they drive the daily use of the inventory app, right? It's up to them. JK Moving ex-driver and now the driver's trainer has shared his experience of making Voxme inventory part of a daily routine of 200 drivers at JK. So funny enough, none of the products of the other vendors who will present their solution after us have been mentioned during the first two webinars. Perhaps that explains the heightened sensitivity to the idea of competitors joining each other's demo days. I'm sorry, Brian, I couldn't resist. So, but jokes aside, the truth is in the pudding. I mean, real inventory app use in the field. That's the only thing that matters at the end. So in order to implement digital inventory for large and medium-sized companies, we use our own cloud platform called MFC. It offers a full suite of solutions, cloud database, label printing, warehouse control, inventory control at any point of transfer, notifications, the whole 9 yards. It comes with a modern API that enables integration with CRMs, ERPs, and move management systems. It is modern. So the typical rollout process implies a minimum annual license fee of $3,000 for cloud database and super user licenses. And typically it includes 3 logins to the management system and 2 devices. Then we carry out a process discovery walkthrough that results in a setup agreement, which includes the exact implementation budget depending on the client's specific requirements pertaining to document templates, configuration, forms, notification, etc. A typical basic setup cost is $3,000 to $5,000, and the inventory application is licensed on a per device basis, and it goes for $600 US per year. Then we offer a monthly billing for 10 or more devices, and that offers flexibility and painless season spikes, right? So in the season, you have more drivers and crews, in the winter, you have less. So the minimum monthly payment is $600 for up to 10 devices, and then we charge $60 per month for each additional device. Now, you can ask for a demo of the system or get the inventory app trial, and we encourage you to do so. The need to conform to DoD and Department of State requirements has actually pushed some forward-looking companies to roll out digital inventory within the MFC framework and price range. And we have to admit that most of the companies that inquire about digital inventory nowadays have very specific set of priorities. The fundamental motivation to get into the digital inventory is to be compliant with the US government requirements with the least amount of effort and costs. And that made us consider the whole digital inventory topic from a very different perspective. We realized that in order to meet DoD mandate, a user of a digital inventory app should simply produce a PDF file in a specific format that contains the following elements: content of each package, pre-existing item damages, item details for member per gear, spouse member per gear, high risk, high value, and firearms, a list of leaf vans for international shipments, and then the client and the member and the crew leader signatures at the bottom of each page. And this brought us to a decision to launch what we call a bingo label portal, which enables simple dispatching of jobs to the tried and true Voxme inventory app. And we offer a very cost-friendly pay-as-you-go billing. I'm sure I can hear people clap, but you're muted. So here's how it works. You log into the portal from anywhere to set up a job and enter basic job details. And then the job is dispatched to the crew via SMS or email, or just a QR code. And then the link allows to download Voxme inventory app and that one specific job. Right? So that's how the SMS comes. And then you click the link and the job gets downloaded to the app. The app doesn't need to be provisioned for a specific company or a booker for that matter. Then the crew leader uses Voxme inventory app to capture the inventory, and the packing list PDF produced by the inventory app meets DoD requirements. and can be immediately shared with the client in the office straight from the crew leader's device, okay, as long as it has internet connection. A copy of the signed PDF is uploaded to the portal automatically. And now we take this opportunity to announce the arrival of Voxme Delivery Bingo app. It allows delivery crews and clients to complete delivery checkoff process using tags or labels or barcodes and produce a comprehensive report in PDF. And it comes with a pay-as-you-go billing, of course. The dispatching bingo by Delivery Bingo app is easy. You just add the number of the first package of the inventory, the number of pieces on the inventory, and then send the link to this job via SMS or email to movers or client's device. And that's a game changer because our clients have been asking for it for a while because the need to let the clients themselves do the bingo is very, very strong. So the link that comes in the SMS or an email allows to download the Delivery Bingo app from the App Store, and then that one specific job. And here's what the bingo check-in report PDF looks like. You see the list of check pieces with their external conditions, the list of missing numbers, the unchecked pieces, then the unidentified pieces. And normally the numbers go missing because the traditional tags, these ones, follow true to their historical roots. They were invented to be easily removable, and they do remove themselves easily. The portal helps those who are ready to replace legacy tags and hand marking by professional barcoded labels. It allows to print modern barcoded labels by Zebra printer straight from the internet browser. And the process is far simpler than the traditional label printing techniques. So it allows to print job-specific labels like this one on the screen with a unique barcode for a wide range of users and scenarios. And to the most important part, the target annual portal price is $300 US. The target job price is $3. As part of the special offer, the first 23 subscribers will enjoy free access to the portal till January 2023. Now, setting up label printing from the portal is done by a Voxme rep. The standard cost is $600, assuming standard Zebra printer, standard label paper, and layout. And it comes with an annual subscription. And then the annual renewal cost is for the same price, $600 US. The simplicity of the portal helps everybody take advantage of its functions to construct their desired process. For example, if one prints barcoded job-specific labels, one can perform bingo checking by scanning the barcode without actually having the inventory. The registration is now open, and thanks everybody, and again, thanks Brian. And then, true to the democratic roots, the mic should be open and we'll take questions. So if there are written questions, then are there any?
So Max, this is Brian. My light just turned off, but we have one question from Rajiv Jain. So Max, he asks, do you use the app for survey? And if so, is that available during packing?
The only thing that's available during packing is the survey summary PDF. It's important to give the crews the result of the survey, but the survey inventory does not translate to the packing inventory because the way you survey is not the way you pack. So you use it as a guidance, but the inventory app user creates a packing list from scratch.
Okay. Imran Khalid asks, what is the size of the label that you just described in your presentation?
All right, so that really depends on the company culture. The standard one is 3 by 4 inches or 75 by 100 millimeters. However, we do have clients who print gigantic labels. So we've set up 4 by 6, right? So that'd be 10 by nearly 18. Yeah.
Sorry, Max.
But the standard one, if you don't ask, then if you just come and say, look, we want the standard 3 by 4. That's the most decent size and the most reasonable size, really.
Okay, Max, I'll keep going. We have the questions flowing in. Rick Mason from TMM asks, does the bingo sheet transfer to the loss and damage form automatically?
If you want to do that, then you'd have to use our MFC product. And then in there, we can do stuff.
So that's
if you just use the bingo portal, then you just get the PDF format that I've shown. The full-blown MFC platform allows for a lot of customizations and a lot of form filling.
So, you know, I think if you're looking for more information on the distinctions there, we may not be able to get into all of that detail today, but that's where I'll ask some of your colleagues, Polina, maybe to drop you know, your contact information in the chat. It will be available at I Am Learning after this session. So that might be where, you know, some of the folks here in the attendee in the audience can follow up a little bit more closely.
Yeah. So, but the general, yes, that's what sounds good. But the general guideline is this: if all you want to get is a down-to-earth DoD compliant PDF, just get the inventory app with the portal. That's all you need. If you need forms, standard or custom, then you'll go with the MFC platform, and then the sky's the limit. Well, the budget is the limit, but that's what's for.
Okay, Max, I'll go on to the next question. We got Stefan Cordero from Stewart Moving. He asks, does your app have the availability to create a job on the fly, or does the customer have to be created in your software before going out to the job?
There is no software, it's cloud-based. So therefore, if you go with the cloud portal, you can just go to the portal in the same device and create a job. It's we're quite proud of the fact that it's a responsive portal, so it renders itself nicely on the phone, right? So you can create a job on the phone, immediately download it into the app, and do the inventory. Same with the bingo. Okay.
I'll ask Stefan if he has a further follow-up on that to drop it in the chat. Chase Chapman, he asks, I believe, Chase, if I am the origin agent using this product, but the destination agent is not using this product, how are they checking off the inventory at delivery?
I've been waiting for it. So the bingo app is designed to be standalone. So a receiver or the user of the bingo app is not connected in any shape or form to the system. So when the SMS comes, when that SMS comes, the driver is prompted to download the app, right? The app is free. It's downloaded for free from the App Store. And then the link downloads the job into the app, right? So the delivery driver or the client are not provisioned in your system. They're not connected to your system. They don't want to have anything to do with your system. They'll have an app. It's like having a Microsoft Word installed. When somebody sends you a file, you don't need to be connected to their Office 365 account, right? You receive a file, you open it. Same deal here. The beauty is that once the checkoff is completed, that completed PDF goes back to the origin agent system. But the driver can share the PDF with the client, with the driver's office, etc.
Is there any way to I don't believe this is the case at this point. Is there any way for the origin agent to associate that inventory automatically? I guess they only have the name of the transferee at that point, and they have to associate it in their system back to their original shipment file. Would that be correct?
It's automatic.
Automatic, okay.
Yeah, so you see how it says download delivery bingo of Douglas Adams, and here's the job number. That's the job number of the origin agent.
Oh yeah.
So
okay.
when
So
the checkoff is,
yeah.
When the checkoff is done, that's how the bingo app has the smarts to push it back to the origin agent system.
Beautiful. Okay.
Now, there's a bunch of people with weird accent that make sure that this magic happens transparently. Now, I'm talking about our company.
So let's keep going. Stephanie, and I have a very hard to pronounce name, so I hope I pronounced Stephanie's last name correct. Rala Inarivo. I apologize, Stephanie. She asks, following Rajiv, same app can be used for the survey, is it then? Just that the survey result won't be translated to the bingo sheet?
There's a survey app, it's called the Voxme Estimator. It allows to produce very nice, very detailed survey inventory. And the only thing you get out of that app is the premium survey inventory list, which you'll show to the driver to prepare with the right materials and the crates, etc. But then when it comes to the factual electronic packing list, the app that I've shown is the one that the driver or the crew leader will use. Two different apps.
Okay. Thomas Tama asks, is the label pressure sensitive and can it go directly on furniture or on a pad?
All right. The labels, if you're talking about these labels, by design, they're made to be highly adhesive, and therefore you never put them on naked furniture. All right, you put them there. These labels are designed to be put on a package. You can get those kind of labels with a removable glue, but that defeats the purpose. Then they'll be no different from these ones. They'll peel off easily.
Another
right,
question.
So that's how it actually. So I hope you can see it. That's how it's done.
We can see it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot of questions here, Max. I'm gonna try and move us through as quickly.
That's what makes it entertaining. I mean, my lecture was probably putting people to sleep. So
I don't think that's the case. Imran Khalid has another question, and it's about APIs. Does your API support or supports to send customer information to populate using order number? I think we just answered that. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. So the API, right. So the point of an API is really to hide the MFC system. So essentially, you use the APIs to drive the full job creation, transaction creation through the APIs. Therefore, the users of the app only see your job number, right? Then you use the system to automatically create documents, right? Packing inventories with all the attributes that you want there. But even the default PDF has the job number and it flows back to your system. I mean, the API is a two-way API. It's interactive, right? So you push the data, you subscribe to notifications, then you get notified when inventory is completed or when anything happens to the inventory.
All right, we have another question from Kevin Spielman from National. Can the driver annotate pre-existing damage using the same damage descriptors in locations that we use currently on the inventory? Photo is great, and assuming written notations also are there, but just want to make sure.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Okay.
There is, so again, it depends on the system. So obviously the simple down-to-earth portal, right? So comes with a standard list of items and item locations. All right, and there's nothing glamorous there. Standard industry nomenclature. If you want to customize, You go with the MFC system, and then you can introduce your own. Short codes, long names, a combination of short codes followed by the full condition and location descriptions, the whole 9 yards.
Okay. Manoj Kumar asks, how long is the data stored? How long is the retrieval possible for that data? I'm assuming.
I'm sorry for the simple answer, but as long as you pay the bill,
the data will be there.
Yeah. And we use, well, it's actually important. We use Amazon for stability, for scaling, for fault tolerance. We also use it for data storage. We don't use disks. We use elastic storage. And that's the key word, elastic, right? So as long as you pay for storage, it'll be there. Secure and very, very protected. And redundant too.
All right, I think we have time for one more question, and we can save this chat for everybody, and you can also do it if you click the 3 in the chat window. You can hit that icon that has the 3 little dots, and if you click that, it will allow you to save the chat if you want to do that. Gary Fletcher, last question, asks, can the customer view the inventory in real time as it's being completed, or do they have to wait until the inventory is complete to review it?
All right, so at any point in time during the inventory process, the driver can just pause and present the PDF. So then the question is whether to present the PDF on the same device or just share this PDF with the client over AirDrop, WhatsApp, Telegram, any messaging mechanism. So the driver and the client can share the inventory in real time. If they want to get cute and share access to the AirPlay, they can present it on the TV screen using Apple TV.
All right. Well, I have to thank Max. We are running out of time in this demo. We have 2 other demos today, so we have to adhere to a very strict timeline. Thank you, Max Cranen, and the whole Voxme team for their demo today. If you did not get your question answered, I want you to reach out to Max and his team at Voxme and get those questions answered.
Just go to our website, go to the contact, send an email to sales, and I guess Brian will share our contact details, and you're welcome to reach out. We'll respond to you.
And yeah, I saw Paulina drop the sales email in the chat. So yeah, I appreciate all of you joining us today. 2 reminders before we close this out. This recording will be posted on the Voxme digital inventory demo page. We'll share that link shortly after the session recording has been edited and uploaded. And then if you've not already signed up to attend the other demo sessions, you can do that by navigating to I Am Learning and registering there.